Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. The fairy tale for tonight is Mally Whuppy, and it says Mally Whuppy as its name, and I thought it was Molly Whuppy, but it's not. It is Mally Whuppy. I apologise if you hear my dogs snoring away because they're exhausted, bless them. They've been playing so much today. It's tired them out. There was a widow before now, and she had 3 daughters, and they said to her they would go to seek their fortunes. She baked 3 bannocks and said to the big daughter, "What would you like best? The little half and my blessing, or the great half and my curse?" "I like the best," said the daughter, "the great half and your curse." She said to the middle daughter, "What would you like best, the little half and my blessing, or the great half and my curse?" "I like best," said the daughter, "the great half and your curse." She said to the small daughter, "Mally Whuppy, which would you like best, the little half and my blessing, or the great half and my curse?" Mally Whuppy, the small daughter, said, "I like the best little half and your blessing." This pleased the mother, and she gave Mally Whuppy the 2 other halves also. The daughters went away, but the 2 eldest did not want the youngest to be with them. They tied her to the rock of stone. They went on, but their mother's blessing came and freed her. And when they looked behind them, they saw Mally Whuppy coming with the rock on top of her head. They let her alone a turn of a while until they reached a peat stack. Then they tied her to the stack. They went on a bit, but her mother's blessing came and freed her. And when they looked behind, they saw Mally Whuppy again, coming with the peat stack on top of her. They let her alone a turn of a while till they reached a tree, and they tied her to the tree. They went on a bit, but her mother's blessing came and freed her. And when they looked behind them, they saw Mally Whuppy coming with the tree on top of her. They saw it was no good to be at her, so they loosened her and let her go with them. They went till night was on them, and they came to a giant's house. They asked to stop the night. They got that, and they were put to bed with the 3 daughters of the giant. There were twists of amber knobs on the necks of the giant's daughters, and strings of horsehair about their own. They slept, but Mally Whuppy did not sleep. Through the night a thirst came on the giant. He called to his bald rough-skinned gilly to bring him water. "There is not a drop within," said the bald rough-skinned gilly. "Kill," said the giant, "one of the strangers, and fetch me their blood." "How will I know them?" said the bald rough-skinned gilly. "There are twists of knobs of amber about the necks of my daughters," said the giant, "and twists of horsehair about the necks of the rest." Molly Whuppy heard the giant, and, as quick as she could put the strings of horsehair about the necks of her neck, and obviously her sisters about the necks of the giants, is what she did, and the knobs of amber that were about the necks of the giant's daughter, about their necks, obviously about her own neck. and about the necks of her sisters, and she lay down so quietly. What that means, guys, is she switched the threads with the amber so that the sisters wore the different sets than what they first did. The bald rough-skinned gilly came and felt the necks, and he killed one of the giant's daughters and took the blood with him. The giant said, "Fetch me more." The bald rough-skinned gilly killed another. The giant said, "Fetch me more again." Then the rough-skinned gilly killed the last. Whuppy awoke her sisters, and she took them with on top of her, and out she went. The giant perceived her, and he followed. The sparks of fire that kindled from the stones with her heels were striking the giant on the chin, and the sparks of fire that the giant was bringing out of the stones with the points of his feet, they were striking Whuppy in the back of the head. And so they went until they reached a river. Whuppy plucked a hair out of her head and made a bridge of it, and she ran over the river, and the giant could not cross. "You are over there, Whuppy," said the giant. "I am, though it is hard for thee. You killed my 3 bold brown daughters. I killed, though is it hard for thee? When will you come again? I shall come when my business brings me." Whuppy went on forward till she reached the house of a farmer. The farmer had 3 sons. Said the farmer to Whuppy, "I will give my big son to your big sister, and you get for me the fine comb of gold and the coarse comb of silver that the giant has." "It will cost you more," said Whuppy. She went back to the house of the giant and got in unknown. She took with her the fine comb of gold and the coarse comb of silver, and out she went. The giant perceived her, and he followed till they reached the river. She crossed by the bridge of one hair, and the giant could not cross. "You over there, Whuppy," said the giant. "I am, though it is hard for thee. You killed my 3 bold brown daughters. I killed, though it is hard for thee. You stole my fine comb of gold and my coarse comb of silver. I stole, though it is hard for thee. When will you come again? I shall come when my business brings me." She gave the combs to the farmer, and her big sister and the farmer's big son were married. "I will give my middle son to your middle sister," said the farmer, "and you get for me the giant's best book." "It will cost you no more," said Whuppy. She went back to the house of the giant and hid by the well. In the night, the bold, rough-skinned gilly came out to draw water, and when he bent his back, Whuppy pushed him into the well and drowned him. Then she took the giant's best book, and off she went. The giant perceived her, and he followed until he reached the river. She crossed by the bridge of one hair, and the giant could not cross. "You are over there, Whuppy," said the giant. "I am, though it is hard for thee. You killed my 3 bold brown daughters. I killed, though it is hard for thee. You stole my fine comb of gold and my coarse comb of silver. I stole, though it is hard for thee. You killed my bold rough-skinned gilly. I killed, though it is hard for thee. You stole my best book. I stole, though it is hard for thee. When will you come again? I shall come when my business brings me." She gave the book to the farmer, and her middle sister and the farmer's middle son were married. "I will give you my youngest son," said the farmer. "You bring me the golden bedspread the giant has." "It will cost you no more," said Whuppy. She went back to the house of the giant and got in unknown. But when she had hold of the bedspread, the giant awoke and caught her. "What, Whuppy?" and the giant. did say, "Would you do to me if I had done as much harm to you as you have done to me?" "I should put you in a sack," said Whuppy. "Hang the sack from the roof tree, set a fire under it, and pound you with clubs till you fell on the floor." "That same," said the giant, "I shall do to you." And he put her in a sack and hung her from the roof tree and went out to fetch the wood to make the fire. When the giant had gone, Whuppy began to shout, "I am the light, I am the light, I am in the fire." The giant's mother heard her and came running. "I am in the light," cried Whuppy. "Will you let me in?" said the carlin. "I will not," said Whuppy. The carlin set down the sack. "Will you let me in?" she said again. "Oh, very well," said Whuppy, and she came out of the sack and let the giant's mother get in. Then Whuppy put in a cat and a calf and a cream dish on top of the carlin, took up the golden bedspread and went away. The giant came in with the wood and lit a fire beneath the sack and began to pound the sack with clubs. "It's me in here, it's me in here," shouted his mother. "I know it's you in there," said the giant, and pounded the harder. And what with the din from the cat, the calf, the carlin and the cream that was in the dish, he thought he had done for Whuppy. He opened the sack and found his mother in it. When the giant saw how it was, he followed Whuppy till she crossed the river by the bridge of one hair, and the giant could not cross. "You over there, Whuppy," said the giant. "I am, though it is hard for thee. You killed my bold brown daughters." "I killed, though it is hard for thee. You stole my fine comb of gold and my coarse comb of silver." "I stole, though it is hard for thee. You killed my bold rough skinned gilly." "I killed, though it is hard for thee. You stole my best buck." "I stole, though it is hard for thee. You killed my little grey mother." "I killed, though it is hard for thee. You stole my golden bedspread." "I stole, though it is hard for thee. When will you come again?" "I shall come when my business brings me." "Whuppy," said the giant, "if you were over here and I yonder, what would you do to follow me?" Whuppy said, "I should stick myself down, and I should drink till I should dry the river." The giant stuck himself down, and he drank till he burst, and Whuppy went and gave the golden bedspread to the farmer, and she was married to his youngest son that very night. The end. Very odd story as Whuppy, because the way that it's worded is very different and very old, but still very interesting. So that was the tale of tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. Many blessings. Hi guys.